This was about your assignment for July 2017. Now that you've done some good work and you've got your feedback, this is a good time to up the game. So let's start with your task 1, where you got to get your company background right for 5 marks. So this is a very simple area where you're absolutely guaranteed of getting your 5 marks if you do the basics. There are 5 areas, starting from the name of your company. And the first important area is where you have to give a feel of the type of your organization, indicate whether it's a profit, not for profit, and give a little description about what type of industry it is involved in, a brief history. If I were you, I will put some of the key data in a small data box, so it's very easy on the eye and it's easy for the examiner to pick it up, and avoid lengthy descriptions. Of course, you know, to ensure that wherever you give information, you got to indicate the sources where you're getting this information from. It could be your company website, it could be an interview with somebody, it could be a press article, it could be an annual report. The second most important thing for the examiner is to understand the size of your organization. Whether it's a number 1, number 2 or number 3 player, or whether it's a small, large, medium player in the market in comparison with your competition. Remember, in comparison with your competition. So the size of an organization could be based on the revenue it's making, based on the number of branches it has, based on number of employees. So you can include multiple criteria to justify the size of an organization. This is very important. This is also a place where you might bring a pie chart or bar chart to show some statistics easy on the eye. To understand an organization, it's also important to talk about its products and services. So have a clear heading here. It's important to demonstrate this in the form of probably a table or in some, even including some visuals. But mentioning the categories, breaking up the amount of revenue that comes from different categories, percentage of business, probably market shares. If you have about 3-4 products, you could also show which year this product was established. You will indicate some segments very briefly. So this would set a very good idea for the examiner. And remember, every time you use a table, a chart, a diagram, which is very important for presentation, remember to have a 1 or 2 line description or illustration. What does that chart or diagram really tell you? And don't forget, every chart, every diagram should be numbered. Diagram 1, diagram 2, table 1, table 2, so that you can always keep referring this in the body of your assignment. And remember, you get marks for referring the work you've done outside of the core of the assignment. Then of course you got to talk about your competition, which includes your key competitors, and again break it up based on market share, any other factors that you want to consider, maybe the USPs of your competitors, etc. So ensure you cover these 4 key headings the examiner has asked you for. Now, if you manage your space well, this is also a good place you could really put the structure of the organization with a special focus to marketing and the cross-functional relationships. Now, if you do this with some creative approach, indicating the links between departments, the dependencies, you could clearly keep referring this diagram as you go along in your assignment, especially in task 1. So make this very visible, visual, good presentation, clear headings, number the headings, charts, diagrams, tables, in a way that the examiner in a very short time can get a clear outlook of your company. This will ensure your first 5 marks are scored.